Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass, and today we're going to be looking at the Scarlett 2i2 from Focusrite. Now what this is it's basically a preamp for the microphone that I've got now, which is the Blue Spark, which uses an XLR input, and as such I needed to get this as I can't just attach it via micro USB like I used to with the Blue Yeti. Now inside you are going to get some paperwork, which I would actually read as it's not as easy as just plugging in the USB mic like the Blue Yeti previously. It does take a bit of getting used to and a bit of learning, so definitely do keep that paperwork handy. You're also going to get a USB cable here. Now it's not your standard USB cable, it basically just uses a slightly larger input, which is USB 2.0, and again it just works perfectly fine by plugging it into your laptop, into the back of the Scarlett 2i2, and then you're pretty much ready to go. Now unlike some other preamps that you can get online, for instance on Amazon where I picked this one up, this one isn't really meant to fade into the background. You've got all the knobs and the controls on the front of the actual Focusrite itself, and just in general it looks incredible with this really nice red and black combo. And on the front of the Scarlett 2i2 you've got everything you need. You've got line/instrument switches, direct monitoring switch, main volume knob, USB connected LED, headphone out, a 48 volt phantom power, headphone volume knob, plus tons more. On the back of the device you've got a Kensington lock, just in case you want to keep it very secure. You've also got a USB 2.0 port, and you've also got some main outputs if you want to attach some monitor speakers. Now believe me guys when I say that this thing is built like a tank. It's made of all aluminium, so it's super sturdy, and it's also got a bit of weight to it as well, and it's also got some nice rubber feet on the bottom, so it's not going to really move around all that much. Now in terms of the knobs that you're going to be moving, in terms of for instance the gain and the monitoring things, and also some of the switches like some of the line inputs etc, they all feel really nice and really sturdy. Now you're not really going to be changing the gain and things all that much, well I'm not anyway, because what I'm actually going to be doing is setting up my microphone so that I can just sit down and use it without really having to worry about fiddling around with anything. I can just plug in and go, and then I can just record some audio without having to worry about all of the monitor levels and just in general the sound levels and volumes, so that I don't really have to fiddle around with that every time I want to record something. Now as you may have noticed, for roughly the last year and a half here on Copper vs Glass, I've been using the Blue Yeti microphone, which is an awesome USB microphone that's super easy to use, as all you need to do is plug it in and not worry about any of these preamps or anything else in terms of XLR cable and things like that. However, I've now got myself a Blue Spark, which does use an XLR input, hence the purpose of the Scarlett 2i2. Now what I'm going to be doing is doing a separate video on the Blue Spark with some audio samples as well, so you guys can see if it actually makes that much of a difference. So that is pretty much going to do it guys. Now as I mentioned, if you've got a USB microphone like the Blue Yeti, you don't need anything like this preamp that I've got here. However, the fact that I've got a new microphone with a XLR input, it does mean that I am going to need a preamp, and if you guys have got any microphones with XLR or you're thinking of getting one, then also keep in mind that you are going to need some sort of preamp to actually attach it to your PC, as you can't hook up XLR directly to a Mac or PC. Now in my opinion, the Scarlett 2i2 from Focusrite is one of the best out there in terms of functionality and also the cost, and I'll have a link in the description down below to Amazon, so if you guys want to pick one up for yourself then you can do. Now if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up down below. If you've got any questions about the Focusrite or just in general anything else to do with my audio setup, be sure to leave them in the comment section down below or on Twitter at Copper vs Glass. For more great content from Copper vs Glass, don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video.